Well, we're going to talk about session 3 in Enlightened. The title of this session is God Cares. So you gave your participants an assignment, and the assignment was to be looking at some scriptures that talk about Jesus as the Good Shepherd, and starting to realize that the relationship between us and God is like that of a shepherd and the sheep, and how He wants to take care of us and walk through life with us. And I'll remind you that this book really talks about all the things that we're going to be talking about in Enlightened. So it's really a good idea to kind of refer back to this book. And there's a couple chapters that talk about where Gabe is showing the man a field that was had a good shepherd, and then a field that had a bad shepherd, and kind of showing the difference in the two. So anyway, this is a good resource all the way through Enlightened. Anyway, they were supposed to write a list of their cares and concerns. And again, you're just really trying to help them understand that God cares about all the things they care about. So you start out this session, of course, with an opening time of sharing and praying for each other. But the most important thing is hearing from them in their journals. And in their journals, hopefully they did write a list of their things that they care about, the things that they're worried about, because they're going to see that God does care about those things and wants to help them with those things. And so it's important for them to be vulnerable with the group and share. And you as a guide might want to lead out in transparency by sharing some of your concerns that are coming in your journal, because that'll help other people open up a little bit more. But also, you want to hear from the scriptures, and hopefully you got to keep letting them know you want to hear from their journals, you want to hear their STAR method through some of those scriptures that we're talking about, Jesus is the shepherd and all that in the last 2 weeks that they were journaling. There's another little part of this session that's this group discussion that talks about God's justice, God's mercy, and God's grace. And we're just trying to help them understand how God's value system is different than the world's value system. That God is a God of justice, so He expects justice. He's holy, and He has to have holiness. And of course, the world pretty much operates only on justice. But not only is He a God of justice, but He's a God of mercy in the midst of all that. And He's also a God of grace. And it's really important that people start understanding grace. And we've said it before that this is a grace-driven process, but one of the biggest things men and women need to understand is that He is a God of grace, and they need to understand grace in their life. And so this little discussion will kind of help put a little icing on the cake on that. So now at the end of this, you need to go over their assignment for the next week, which is going to be all about that not only does He know, not only does He care, but He's willing. And there's some great scriptures that talk about God's willingness in a person's life. Also, they're going to be encouraged to journal through the book of James in the time between now and the group discussion. And then at the very end, we encourage you guys, just as a nice way to end this session, to have them close their eyes and somebody read Psalm 23, which is the best verse ever, best passage ever about the shepherd and us being the sheep. So anyway, it'll be a beautiful session, and hope you guys enjoy it.